Alrighty, so I'm wearing this guy. This is Lime Light from Sinful Colors. It's matte. I thought this was like a cool color for Halloween, and I was thinking of using it as like the liquid in a cauldron design that I want to do on this little finger, but I wanted to swatch the color first before I did the little cauldron. And I figured I can do a little witch hat over this color. Right, and I think that's my cat at the door trying to get in. Hold on. Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't even realize there's a pause feature, so I let my cat in. Because I kind of still feel stupid talking to myself, and I don't really want my mother hearing me talking to myself. Because she's going to think I've lost my mind. But yeah, I figured let's attempt to do a little witch hat on this finger, because I think that would be really kind of cool for Halloween. And we're going to start by trying to use the LA Colors. You know how I think the brush is atrocious? At this point, I don't know if it's the brush or if it's the formula of the polish, if I'm completely honest. Because I feel like the polish in this one is a lot better. Yeah, and then I figured we could put like a little ribbon on the hat that's purple, and then maybe do like a little buckle with the gold. Now maybe I'm over-promising. We never know how things will turn out with using my left hand. It might end up a complete mess. Oh, that's another thing is, usually when I do like a little design, I end up using a top coat. So I did pick up a matte top coat from the Dollar Tree. Not sure how that's gonna look. I don't know, maybe I'll end up putting a glossy one. I did pick up this top coat to try. So we'll see. Although I do have an Essie, I think the Essie Speed Setter top coat right now, which I really like, but I want to try the Dollar Tree one too and see how it goes. You know what I mean? Because I like to try stuff that's on a like from the Dollar Tree. They also have like this off-brand that has a top coat, but I don't know how I feel about it. See, yeah, like I don't know, but you see how the formula also sticks to this wand and it's kind of chunky? Like, if you look at the finger paints that I got from a Sally's, the color doesn't stick to the wand like that. So I'm thinking it might not necessarily just be the brush. It might be the formula of the polish that's bad too in these. But I want to keep trying to use them because you can kind of get them to work. Although they're very difficult to work with, in my opinion. I think what I'm going to end up doing is just pouring it out into a regular bottle and having this as like my go-to black nail polish rather than detail polish. So let's see, am I on the camera? In the camera? Whatever. So all we're going to do is triangle essentially for the little witch hat. It's really not that hard, I don't think. Let's see. Might come out a little wonky. And this paint is a bit chunky. I suppose chunky would be a better word, but I don't know. It's not really chunky. Kind of goopy. See what I mean? Yeah, I kind of don't like it. And another thing that I noticed with these LA Color ones is they smear when you put a top coat over them. And even if you let them dry, they end up smearing for some reason, I noticed. I don't know why. And I don't know if it's user error or if it's just bad. Because it could be user error too. See what I mean? Like, the finger paints is so much better. And then I'm going to do like a little brim. Am I still in the frame? Because that's like one of my bad habits is I end up out of frame. And again, forgive me because this is my left hand and I am a righty. So like I'm doing like these little rudimentary, easy kind of designs, nothing fancy. Because I'm trying to build up the skill, my skill level using my left hand, kind of like wanting to force myself to be more ambidextrous. Will it ever happen? I don't know. I'm still finding it extremely uncomfortable using my left hand to do this. I also find that I think I suffer from performance anxiety because my designs actually come out so much better when I'm not doing them on camera. They look a million times better when I just focus on doing them on my own, not recording myself doing them. But I do want to experiment with the longer format videos. And I kind of don't mind getting made fun of and told it's bad on here. Because I want to show people that maybe aren't as artistically inclined, but might have an inkling to want to try to do something like this, to go ahead and do it. It's, for one, it's fun. Alright, I've always been an art nerd. And I love to draw, I love to paint. Working with enamel paint is very difficult. Trying to blend it and stuff like that. Which is why it's so much simpler to do like these 2D designs. So I want that to dry a little bit. And then let's see if we can get like a little band, a little purple band going around here. Kind of a thing. Is that even showing up? I can't really tell. Oh well. Worst case scenario. It doesn't. Like my little pumpkin, very Halloween-y. So what happened was I used up the polish that was in this pumpkin. And I like to save bottles, empty bottles. Because I am a klutz and I break things. And those, like frosted pure ice bottles, like from those OG bottles, they're very fragile. And I have a tendency to break stuff. So this is actually a pure ice nail polish that's in this pumpkin bottle because I repotted it after I accidentally broke the bottle. And what I did was I salvaged the polish because this is actually one of the OG purple hazes. This is the dark one before they changed the color. And this was actually one of my favorite purples of all time. which is why I have so many backups of it. I remember there was like this store called Harmon Discount, and they had all the Pure Ice bottles because it was at the time when they were switching from the black cap to the like kind of matte chrome colored one. And then they switched to like white and like really chrome kind of ones. But they had them on discount and they were like 20 cents a bottle. So I bought every single color they had, including any duplicates, because I just loved the brand so much. And that's how I ended up with like so many duplicates. I had, I think, Frosted Ice Bordeaux I had about 10 bottles of at one point. Purple Haze too, I had about 10 bottles of it. And then I think Frosted Ice Iris was another favorite, but there weren't that many out there. And I think I had about 3 of those, and now I'm down to my last bottle. So I rarely ever wear it, even though it's like one of my favorite blues. I haven't quite been able to find a dupe for it. And there's my little witch hat. We have to wait for it to dry a little bit so I could add the gold buckle. Maybe I'm going to pause the video here and wait for it to dry a little bit off camera. Alright, see you in a few. Alright, it's still a little wet, like you can tell that it's tacky, but the top of it isn't that bad. So this is the gold finger paint that I got. I'm kind of disappointed with the color because it's not really a true gold like that Avon one I have. It's more of an antique gold. I did see someone somewhere on social media complaining about how there's no real gold nail polishes anymore. And I kind of agree. Like, there's no, like, gold. So let's see if we can make this little buckle. Or if it's going to be a complete disaster. Actually, it's coming out okay. Am I in the camera? Yeah, I'm kind of like on the edge of it. But that's because I kind of can't see anything. Hold on, let me take my glasses off. Because I can't see close up with them on since they're meant for distance. Oh, the only issue with this brush is it kind of has a little long piece that needs to be cut off. Hold on, I have to get my scissors and take care of that or it's going to drive me nuts. Let me pause. Alright, I took care of that. Oops, it's gonna drip. Alright, so the gold one is a little bit drippier than the white and the black. Interesting. Let's see. And of course I had to take my glasses off again. Because I don't know what I'm doing half the time. There we go. Let's fix that. Kind of fix this bottom part. I kind of messed it up because this had like a flyaway on it that I had to cut off. Alright. And now I want to fix that little bottom part where the gold is. Because it kind of got onto the hat, onto the part of the hat that I didn't want it to get onto. And like, I gotta go over it with the black, I think, to fix it a bit. Yeah. Alright, maybe we can add a little bit more peak here. Get a little bit pointier. I think that looks cool. I think that's good enough. Alright, now I have to put my glasses back on. Where'd I throw them? Because I can't see them. And I figure, let's zoom in to see it better. What about 10? Is 10 too close? Alright, like, see, I could fix maybe the edge a little bit, get the lines a little bit more crisp, but that's pretty much the idea. I think it came out pretty cool. I think I'm going to fix this up off camera because, like I said, I'm a bit camera shy. And then I'm going to test out the top coat, that matte top coat, see how it goes. But I don't know. I'm not really a fan of matte nail polishes, so if it doesn't match the other nails after I do it over the hat, I might just do the entire hand with a glossy one. I don't know yet. We'll see. I guess you'll see the final result in like the swatch pictures. And again, this one's also not centered, but it is what it is, and I don't think I'm going to be redoing it. I think it's good enough. You get the idea. Alright. So, see you guys later, and I'll post pictures of the finished result on like Lemon8. Maybe do a little quick video for TikTok. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. Alright, see you guys later. Bye.